Hello, good morning. And today's a research day. It's also a very rainy day, at least this morning. I'm not sure if it's supposed to get any better. I was hoping to go for a walk at some point today, but I ain't going out in that. But as far as the actual research writing, what you're here for, we're going to be looking into two primary topics today. The research is focused on the tabletop role-playing game research, number one. I wasn't going to do any academic research until I had done more interviews. I'm not recording the process of doing interviews because obviously there are people's anonymity and personal data and things like that. I'm not doing that. But as far as the academic research is concerned, I was going to put it on hold until I got more interviews. But I was listening to an actual play podcast and got an idea and did a little bit of gathering of some materials last week. And so last week. I did it last week. Basically, I think that I'm going to kind of explore it and see where it takes me. See if it's worth the exploration. See if it's of any use, or if I think it might be of use. Even if I think it might be of use, then I can take it until I've done more of the interviews to know whether or not it matters. So we're doing that today. I have the goal of doing at least 2 pieces, whether that be a book or some articles or book chapters or something like that, but I want to do 2. And I also want to do some research into cowboys. This is topic number 2 on the list of topics today that we're researching for at least the next couple of hours. So cowboy research, because I am on a podcast called I'm a Fan of That. I'm one of the co-hosts, and we are doing an episode on cowboys. We have started recording season 2, and even though I have known what the topics are going to be for a couple of months, I, of course, have not started in on it at all. And the next topic we're going to be covering is cowboys, so I wanted to do a little bit of research to lead up to that. I've done a bit of research into cowboys before, very briefly, when I did my video essay on the Incidental Mythology channel on Orville Peck. But that one was focusing on a very specific aspect of cowboys, and I kind of want to take a step back and look at it a little bit more broadly. So that's what we're going to do today. I think there's one book in particular that was recently published called Contemporary Cowboys that I'm going to be looking into, and I think there's one other book that isn't as new, but that I know of that I wouldn't mind giving a quick glance through if I can get my hands on it. So that's what I'm hoping to accomplish by the end of today. Hopefully that'll be 4 items at least looked at. Hopefully in-depth readings of at least 2 to 3 of them, but I'm hoping all 4 because that would just be ideal. But yeah, I'm hoping to get through 2 pieces of the tabletop role-playing games and definitely 1, if not 2, of the cowboy research. So let's get some more tea and get into researching. right. I think I'm going to call it there for the day, although it's a lot earlier than I intended to be stopping. It's only 12:30. I normally work until 3. I was going to only work until 2 because I had a talk at 3, but I am tired. I've done all of my work, and I just got an email that my talk that was supposed to be at 3 got canceled. So, I am kind of looking forward to just relaxing. I recently changed my sleep schedule. You can see my previous vlog about that, and I'm still in the adjusting phase. My first day was great, which is what I recorded, but the days after have been a tiny bit more difficult. Today included. I'm a little tired, so I might make myself a coffee and relax and go on a walk and read a book and maybe work on my fiction novel a little bit. You know, those kinds of things that aren't necessarily very pressing stuff that I have to do. But that might be nice. I had a good time doing the research today. I think some of the material on creativity was really interesting. I hadn't really done any studies of, or reading any studies of the kind of sociology, anthropology of creativity before. So that was my first kind of glimpse into that world. So it was really interesting digging into that. I definitely think there's going to be a place for that, whether it's some mentions of how that works and then we move on, or whether it's going to be a really detailed thing. I don't know. That's going to still be determined when I'm writing the final stuff, but I do think it's really fascinating. And of course, reading about cowboys is always fun. So I had a good time, and I think a lot of what I did was useful. So there's always that. But anyway, I'm going to go for a walk and stretch and take a little bit of a breather and then do some relaxation and stuff. You also take care of yourself. If you're changing sleep schedules, that stuff is rough. No matter the reason why, it's always rough to do that. So take care of yourself if you are needing to be reminded of that. We all need to be reminded of that every so often. Do all the YouTube stuff, the liking and the subscribing, particularly if you liked it. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!